everybody, it's Wisteria Lee, and I did not publicize this, but I am going to talk to you today about preparing your canvas, preparing your face for makeup that you're going to be using. And I've already washed my face with 3-in-1 cleanser, which I totally believe in. My 3-in-1 cleanser comes in 4 different types of facial types, basically. The one I use is the normal to dry facial cleanser, and the one I've had since 6/15, and there's still, if I ran to the ladies in the bathroom, there's still that much left in it. So 7, 8, 9. It's probably going to be a 5-month tube. However, I have to say, a couple times I went a little overboard. You do not need a lot of this. And if you put too much in your hand, you should put it back in the bottle. Because you really need, and I'm serious when I say this, the tiniest amount, the size of a pea. If you put a little pea in your hand, that would probably be sufficient, if not too much. First thing I need to do, and I normally never ever go on without having my eyebrows, but I said to myself this time, I have to show my eyebrows because I never do. So, and I also have a new curtain behind me, and the reason I have a new curtain behind me is a couple of reasons. I am going to be showing crimson and some of the bright reds later, and I didn't want it to be conflicting with what I had as my bookshelves. So I have a black curtain, and the first thing I want to do is get my hair out of the way because it'll be driving me crazy when I put what I'm going to be putting on my face. So I see somebody has joined me. If they want to say hi, my comments will start working. So if you want to say something, you don't have to. But if you say hi, then my comments will start scrolling and I'll know that they're working. And I want to make sure that everybody can hear me. So, and if you hear that in the background, that's my greyhounds. I have 4, but they don't bark. Sure. Anyway, the cleansers that we carry are 3-in-1 cleanser, normal to dry, normal to oily. It has a little more grit in it. And then dry, if you have a very dry complexion, and you will know if you have dry because you have flakiness in your skin. Hi, Kristen. Thank you for saying hi. The dryness will be in your face, and you'll feel it. You'll always know you're dry because you'll say, "Oh, my face is so dry. My face is so dry." It'll be like, like a little flaky, a little dry, a little. You'll see a little flakiness. The way you know you're oily is along the T section here and here. You will have oiliness occasionally through the day and shine. If you have a skin like mine, it's normal to dry. There's never oil here. It doesn't flake, and I don't get acne. I don't get acne because I'm older. And most people that get acne tend to be under 40. You have more sebum, which is really a good thing, because if you have that, you're not going to wrinkle as much because you're younger. So when you have acne, it's the excess. It's basically sort of like excess collagen, but this is for anybody that has oily to acne. And I have a lot of clients that use this either for them. Most of them don't use it for so much for themselves as they use it for their teenage daughters and sons. I have a lot of people buying that for them. And along with that, we have a spot on, which is really a good thing to use for like just breakouts. The first thing I do is usually before, I like to put my eyebrows on because I have no eyebrows. I mean, you can see I have hair, but I don't like being seen on camera without my eyebrows. So I do 2 things for my eyebrows. I could do one. I could use just SeneGence Garnet, which is one of my favorite SeneGence colors. And since I have a reddish tint to my hair as well as purple, I use the Garnet SeneGence and I pencil it in. But I have a customer, very good one, that has lighter eyebrows than I do, and she uses our eyebrow scents. And there it is. It's called the Brow Scents, and it comes in 4 different colors. It comes in light, it comes in dark, it comes in black, and it comes in auburn. So I use the dark. And the reason why it's so good, in my opinion, is you can draw it on. And so I'm going to get my little cat mirror. And Kristen, if you haven't seen my videos before, I try as much as possible to have it so that you guys can see what I'm doing with my mirror. I don't always say that so well, but this is why this is so good. It sort of takes a little while, but you draw it on the hairs, and as you do that, it starts taking shape. And so you can see that I do have hair. It's just very, very, very light. And also some people have overplucked their eyebrows. So if you've done that, this is kind of a good thing because you can draw your eyebrows in. I have not done this on camera, so please forgive me if it's not perfect, because I've done a lot on camera. I do a lot of videos, but I have not done my eyebrows because I don't go on without my eyebrows. So you can see I'm just following my natural eye line. Hey, Beans, knock it off, okay? I have nice Bach music on, which, by the way, those of you with Facebook, I do not own the rights of any music by Johann Sebastian Bach. And nobody else does either. So we're pretty safe with that music. Now, if you can see the difference in my eyebrows, this one and this one. So then what they do with the Brow Scents, which I think is really fabulous, is they give you this really cute little brush. And you can just feather it up. And so there it is. There's your eyebrow. Now, I'm going to thicken that up with Garnet because I just like a thicker eyebrow. And then I'm going to do the other eye. And I'll try to do it as quickly as possible. And while I do that, Kristen, tell me, where are you from? Tell me your state. Tell me your state. Where are you from? Massachusetts. All my family is up in Massachusetts. What's left of them, but my parents and all of my family were born and raised in the Rhode Island, Massachusetts area. I have a cousin that still lives in Attleboro. Do you know where that is? You're 2 hours from Boston, north or south? My cousin lives in Attleboro. I think he's an hour and a half from Boston. He's about 40 minutes from Providence, or a half an hour from Providence. Oh, you know where PC is. Great. Awesome. So you're north of Boston, up in the like Salem, Gloucester, that kind of area. Awesome. Hi, Karen. I hadn't planned on going on this morning. Welcome. I'm doing a get ready with me impromptu. And as you know, I never go on without my eyebrows, but I decided to do it today because I wanted to show everybody brow sense. And sometimes I'm backwards because of the camera, so I apologize. Kristen, meet Karen. Karen, meet Kristen. Kristen's from Massachusetts. What's your son studying, Kristen? Does he know yet? Because sometimes they don't. You know what's really cool, Kristen? I was going to say something and then I lost my train of thought. I actually have to have my eyebrows done again. Like, you know how they wax them and stuff? I just started doing that. I never really did that before. Hold on a minute. I have to turn on, or open my window door. So, anyway. Kristen, do you know, have you ever heard of the, what do they call it? Dave's Market? Have you ever heard of Dave's Market? Finance. Well, that's good. Yeah, Karen was born in Massachusetts. I forgot about that. Karen, whereabouts in Mass were you born? What I'm doing now, Kristen, is just filling in with Shadow Sense. And our makeup is waterproof. And I would say kiss proof, but our eyebrows, no one would be doing that. The woman that uses this every day uses it because she has very fair eyebrows. And she has to take her sons to school. And what she tells me is when she takes her makeup off at night, she just doesn't take off her eyebrows. And they won't come off unless you really rub them, because that's how great our makeup is. I've been in the pouring rain, and I've also been sweating with the weather, and my makeup stays exactly as I put it on in the morning, which is really a great thing. Okay, so I just filled my eyebrows in, Kristen, with Garnet, which is a Shadow Sense. It's usually used, well, they consider it a shadow, but I use it for contouring, shadowing, all kinds of things. So to get ready with me, I don't need this mirror so much now. The first thing I do in the morning is this is me. Not everybody has all these products. As you know, I'm a distributor. So, and now I'm going to pull my hair up a little higher to get it away from my actual face. And I spray it with this, which is called Hydrating Facial Serum. And all it is a mist. And it wakes you up. See how bright I got all of a sudden? It's amazing. And it's damp. It feels like it just feels like you're during this really hot weather. Alexa, lower, please. During this weather, it really rejuvenates you. I had a friend that I met for breakfast yesterday, and I put it on her, and she was like, whoa, I love that stuff. So the next thing that you do after you've washed your face, and you don't have to necessarily have this, but in my routine, and if you want, Kristen, I can send you one of our beauty books. And if I send you a beauty book, all you have to do is PM your address to me, private message, and I'll send it to you tomorrow or the next day. Tomorrow, because tomorrow is not it's a Jewish holiday, but it's not I'm off from school, so that's how I know. The next thing I use is, it's called Brightening Multivitamin Treatment. It's a treatment. And the reason no, I'm sorry, that's wrong. I started using something else again. I noticed that I was starting to get, my eyes were starting to get a little puffy again, and I don't know if it's because of the weather or what, but I use this called Dark Circle Eye Treatment. Don't need it if you don't need it, but I put it right under here, and it tightens up your anything underneath your eye. And it basically goes underneath your eye, and if you have dark circles. I don't have dark circles, but this is designed to also, it has a product in it, a natural product, that allows it to tighten up this area of your skin. And the next thing I use is the brightener. And again, this is a treatment. Not everybody necessarily needs this. I'm just showing you what I do in the morning. So I use this much. That's how much you use of your cleanser. Your cleanser is the most important thing in your whole, in my opinion, in your whole facial canvas. If you don't use the 3-in-1 cleanser every day and every night, my skin has changed dramatically, and people have been talking about it in the last month or so from when I first started selling. It really has changed dramatically. And I attribute it to good cleanser, good canvas. That's why I called it Preparing Your Face, Your Canvas. I'm not going to put, I might put on eye makeup today, and you guys can stay if you want. But mostly it's going to be showing you what I'm going to put on before I put on my eye makeup. After the brightener, I use anti-wrinkle, because I'm in my 60s and I need to make sure my wrinkles stay as small as possible. You start losing collagen. Guys, knock it off. You start losing collagen in your late 20s. You start wrinkling in your 20s. So you need to protect your skin when you get to be as young as you realize that you need those things. So now you can already see with my face, it's starting to really soften up, and the wrinkles are becoming smaller. The next thing is something I consider a critical part of your daily routine is climate control. And the other thing I can do, Kristen, is send you either a sample of our cleanser inside the book, and it will give you the cleanser, the daytime moisturizer, and the evening moisturizer. And you can, all you have to do is let me know what type of skin type you think you are. This is climate control, and what it does is basically what it says. Karen, do you believe these greyhounds? I mean, they are, my friend Kristen, Karen, and I have the love and the fortunate life decision to rescue greyhounds, and we both have several of them. So right now they are one is being extremely nasty, and in a minute I'm going to get up. Beans, come here a minute. Beans. You want to try the cleanser? Great. Okay, so when we get off, I assume you've friended me because you wouldn't probably be able to get on my live. If you haven't, you can friend me and I will refriend you. And then you can send me, your address. And I have a private page of my own, and then I have a VIP page. The VIP page you have to join if you so desire. That's where I do most of my selling. But I also mention SeneGence sometimes when I'm on my personal page. But I'm in the process of changing that around. But you should try the cleanser. You're going to love it. You'll love it. Karen uses it now, and she loves it. And she's like me. You end up spilling a little bit of that little pee, and you say, oh my God. And one thing I have to say, a friend, not a friend, but I have a postal clerk that I use to send all my packages. And she told me that she went on Amazon and spent over, I forgot what she told me. I think she said $40 or $50 for a cleanser from some other company, and I don't know what company it was. And when it came, she said it was, because I showed her this one, she said it was like that big. She couldn't believe it. She was so upset. So ours, if you get the cleanser, is, and Karen will just tell you, it's awesome. I don't know where my book is. Give me 1 second. I have one right here. Beans, knock it off, okay? Knock it off. Knock it off, you guys. They normally aren't like that, and I normally don't have to do that with them. Okay, so here's our book, Kristen. And the cleanser, just the cleanser alone, is Karen probably knows more than I do because she just had it. She might. Hi, Linda. Just looking up something. The cleanser is $30. The cleanser's $30. But Kristen, as a first-time buyer with me, I always offer your first purchase 10% off your first purchase. That's just a gift that I give. Not many people do that. So the whole collection for skincare is $140, but just the cleanser is $30. Nice to see you, Linda. I hope you're feeling better. Oh, you think so too, Karen? It could be. They've been going kind of crazy. I did their nails this morning too. And of course, I was able to do everyone's nails except Jensen's, who runs away every time. So this one was the climate control, Kristen, and it doesn't look like that. Mine's at the very end. When you get it, it looks like this. Looks like this. It's really Aegean, gorgeous blue. And what it is it's two products that if you notice, there's a gelatin at the top and then there's liquid at the bottom. And the idea is you have to shake this. Like I usually pound it on my palm of my hand until it looks like that other bottle that I just showed you. But I'm at the very end of mine. So you can see at the bottom, it almost looks like Jello, a light blue Jello. If it doesn't look like that, you don't use it, because this is saved until you get it and you combine those two ingredients. They're anti-aging. Climate Control is one of my favorite products. I think that of all of my products, it's okay, Linda. I just want you to take care of yourself because I know that you're not feeling well. That's fine. Just take care of yourself, okay? Climate Control is in the very front of our book, and it's right there. And when you get the book, Kristen, you can see it. It has our Seneplex complex. It has hyaluronate, which is sodium hyaluronate, which protects from your moisture loss. So the reason why you like Climate Control is any moisture you have in your body, the Climate Control keeps it in. Okay. It also has glucosamine HCI, which helps maintain the elasticity of your skin, like your wrinkles, like so that it's not so tight. So that's why Climate Control is so important. After Climate Control is SeneSerum C, which is stabilized vitamin C. Stabilized vitamin C. And mine is at the very end. I should have taken these out beforehand, but I wasn't really sure what I was going to do today. I just knew I wanted to be with my friends online. That's what it was. I just really wanted to be with my friends. I guess I used I know I took a new one out because I had used my last one up. All of my expensive products, or the ones that I call dear, all ran out at the same time. This one is called, if you can read it, SeneSerum C. There. And if you look at it, Kristen, it's got these little beads in it. And those are vitamin C. If you get a product on the shelf and it says it has vitamin C in it, and it's not in suspension like this, it's in a cream, there's no vitamin C any longer. It's gone. Because vitamin C will deteriorate if it does not, I have to adjust the light because with the black curtain, I look like just me. So I'm going to prime this, which all you have to do is hit the bottom of it. And the pump, our pumps, if you see, the pumps are designed so that all of the product goes up and you don't lose any, which is a really great design. Once you do that, I'm going to do it a couple more times because SeneSerum C, because it has that little sheath, that little bead, it sometimes gets stuck in the pump. And that's how much you use of it. And you put it on your face. And if I get really close, you'll see the beads. See the beads? Those are vitamin C, which you want to press into your skin. There was one girl that I didn't know, but a friend of mine knew, that thought that you're supposed to take those little beads off. Those little beads are like, and you should go down here, which is why I usually wear a lower cut neck. And you press them into your skin. Now, obviously, when you begin good skincare, you don't necessarily have all these items. I'm just showing you my routine because I've been doing this for 13 months now. So I didn't have them all when I first started. After Sene Serum C comes something which is called Nungai oil, which is from the Nungai nut. And if you can read the bottle from where you are, it's moisture enhancing triglycerides. It's pretty much pure triglycerides, and you put about 3 or 4 drops in the palm of your hand, and I cannot show that to you because if I do, I will lose it, and this stuff is very dear. And you put it on your face. I usually put it on the palm of my hand, and you'll see it looks very greasy. Do not let that bother you because it's moisture. Pure triglyceride moisture. People put it on their, if you've had a baby and you have scars, stretch marks, any scar. The CEO of our company had scars and a scar across her face like this, and it pretty much healed it. Something I didn't rub in my face because I'm feeling stuff on it. But that's okay. So that's the Nungai oil. It comes from a Nungai nut. It's sometimes coagulates like honey, and you have to warm it up a little. And the way I warm it up is I either put it in my bra or I put it under my arm. The trick is remember to take it out of your bra because you'll be walking around with Nungai oil in your bra. Hi, Laura. Nice to see you. By the way, anybody that joins my video and stays for a while or just joins it and watches if you watch the replay, right, replay, gets in the customer appreciation drawing, which at the end of the month, I pick 2 or 3 people and send them something nice. After the Nungai oil is the time to put your moisturizer on. And I just opened a new one. And I think I've used 2 of these in 13 months. In fact, I know I've used 2 of these. And I write the date on it usually. And this one I wrote, but it came off. So I'm going to have to rewrite it. But I just opened it. I just opened it yesterday. So you put like 1, 2, 3, 4 scoops like that. And Kristen, sorry, I have a Kirsten. It's that packet I'm going to send you of the cleanser and the moisturizer has this in it. So you put the moisturizer all over and down here, especially if you're like me and have turkey neck. And Natalie's on. Hi there. Oh gosh, Nungai oil in the bra. Natalie did that. She went all the way. Look at her. She admitted it. I didn't want to say who it was, but Natalie went all the way to work one day with it in her bra. That was funny. That was funny. You lost me, Karen? I hope you get me back. Your internet is not happy. Okay, I'm always losing my lids. Ladies. So that's the moisture normal to dry. So, Kristen, if you're still on, did I say Kirsten again? It's Kristen. It matches whatever you're using. However, when you buy it, there are times where I have used this, and there are times where I have used the dry. So just because you are say normal to dry today, in the wintertime, you could have a different makeup of your skin. Kristen, thank you. Thank you. And I apologize. I have a girl, actually I have 2 students and a friend named the other. And so that's why it keeps coming in my head. Linda, that's okay. Watch the replay. And it's so good to see you on. I will give you tickets. I'm putting them here. Actually, I kind of go through at the end and look through, and then I won't be disturbing everybody. Okay, so that was my moisturizer, the daytime moisturizer. And then we have to put on either foundation or what we call color correcting tinted moisturizer. Before I do that, because I'm older and because I have these wrinkles, we have something called Silk. And Silk is basically Botox in a bottle, non-injection style. So again, you put about 2 pumps like that, and you put it in places where you tend to wrinkle. You don't have to put it all over your face, but you should put it where you're most likely to wrinkle. I have a wrinkle, I have to look in the mirror, over here, over my lips because of my age, around my eyes, which before I started, my eyes had really, really deep wrinkles. And what you do is Silk. You don't rub it. You press it in. You press it in. Because what it's doing is filling your pores with liquid Botox. So that when you put on your foundation or your color correcting moisturizer, which I will show you next. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea, Natalie. Kristen, are you still on? I'm showing people dropping out, and I don't know if it's because of my internet. I just want to make sure. Oh, Natalie, you got to go. Okay. I know you have to go to church. Have a good time. I know you love it. So Silk has to dry. So while Silk is drying, I normally go through and put my makeup on. So since I need that to dry, or I can actually what I'll do is I'll explain the different this is a foundation. It's heavier, and it comes in either anti-aging or regular. So if you're young and you don't need anti-aging protection, you can get foundation that doesn't have it. The difference is $10. The other item is color correcting tinted moisturizer. I use this, and it comes in light. See, the marks mean me. Guys, stop it. Bean, stop it. I don't like it. Knock it off. It comes in light, it comes in medium, and it comes in deep. So there's 3 colors: light, medium, and deep. I happen to use light. I was very close to putting on medium because I was using our self tanner, and my tanning I was tanning actually. And what I use with that is something called Pearlizer, which gives a little bit of a glow to your face. It's called Pearlizer. And so what I do is, this is very unconventional, but this is what I do. And my face is dry. The Silk is dry. You want to just make sure that's dry. And what I do is I put it across my forehead, here, 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 here. Alexa, stop. She's telling me to drink water. That's what she tells me, because I have her set to remind me to drink water. Alexa, thank you, stop. And then I do the same thing with the pearlizer, only use less. I only put it in 3 spots. Near my eyes, around here, my chin, my cheeks, and up here. And then you take a brush, a stiff brush. They call it a stipple brush, or your hands. Some people use their hands. But this is the kind of brush you use. It's kind of hard. And what you do is you just pound it into your head. And underneath your eyes, around your eyes, down here, under here, over. You can look up so it's under your eyes, as long as you don't stretch your skin. And all over your face. And if you're going to do any motions at all, you want to go down, because we as women do have little hairs on our face, some more than others. And it's okay to go on your eyebrows, because what did I say about your eyebrows? Once they're on, they're on. It's not going to come off. I'm not going to rub this off. They're done. They're on there for, look. They're on there forever till I take them off. The one place that I have big pores is my nose for some reason. It's very strange, but. And that's my face. That's my face. Down here I need a little more. Actually need climate control, I think, down there. Or non-guy oil or something. There's not much you can do once you get to that age, unfortunately. All right, so I'm going to take my hair down. And as you can see, excuse me, my face is a lot different than when you first saw the beginning part of the video. So that's what I do with, oh, I didn't do my contouring. Oops, sorry. One more thing. This takes seconds. For my contouring, I use something very simple. I already did the contouring with the pearlizer, but I use this powder in the summertime, and I dropped it on the floor and my dog stepped on it. But it's powder, and you can see it in here. And this has been for a year, and it's half filled. So the products last a long time. You want to just tap a little bit, and then when you do contouring, you want to make the letters 3 here and then under your chin, basically. So I'm going to use my cat, otherwise it's going to come out. And this is the part that you want to be most attentive to. You go to your hairline and down, hairline and down. And you put on as much as you feel that you want to contour your face. You don't want to go any further than the corner of your eye. If you bring it down here, you're going to look really funky. So it stops at the corner. If you put a brush here, your contouring shouldn't go any further than that. And mine tends to be even higher than that. Stop it! And then I do this side and this side first. And then whatever I have left in the brush, I do up here because it's more obvious. But the reason why you contour is because darkness recedes. So people, if you don't want something, so this way, the contouring makes you have cheekbones. Okay. If you don't contour, your face has no dimension. And then you put a little bit underneath your chin here, sort of like to chisel your chin. I like to think of like the Western movies where you have those guys that have really chiseled chins. So there's your contouring. And the other thing you can put on is blush. And we sell a really nice blush. This one happens to be cherry. And I use these really nice pads. There you can see it. And you put a little drop. And I'm not getting to the end of the tube, but I'm getting to the part where it's hard to get it out without losing a lot. And I'm going to get rid of this now because I don't need it. And you can use really any kind of brush for this, but it should be a fairly stiff one. This is a contour brush, but I don't have any other. And you want to be really careful with blush. It starts up here and it goes kind of to the cheekbone right there. And I'm just dabbing it right now because there's more. Our blush is highly pigmented. And then you put a little here and a little on your nose and a little on your chin. And what I'm going to do is take this, because you really don't need that much of blush. And I'm going to take it off my brush so that I can go like this without it being really, really, really blushy. Goes to the hairline. Same as your contour. Contouring is really not part of skincare, but I thought I would do it while I was on. I'm not going to do eyes now. I may go on a little bit later and do eyes, but I think I've been on a while and I don't want everybody to get too worn out. So this is what I called preparing your face, your canvas with skincare. And now I'll do my eyes and lips and anything else later. So thank you for joining me. Does anybody have any questions? Oh, yay, Karen. Thank you. Thank you. Kristen, do you have any questions? I'm so excited to meet you. I'm so excited you're from Massachusetts. Go Pats. I hope you're a Pat fan. I heard that in Massachusetts, if you're not a Pat fan, you get yourself into a lot of trouble. That's what I heard anyway. So I'm gonna leave. I might post this on my blog. A lot of you don't know I have a blog, but I do. I've been updating it lately, so I will share it when it's finished. And thank you, Kristen. And send me your address, and I will send you those samples, okay? And hope to see you again on my live. And I always end with, have a great day, make it a good one, and I love you all. Mwah. Thank you. Bye-bye.